Let's talk about my most impulsive money move in 2025. Earlier this year, back in February, we moved from North Dakota down to the state of Georgia. When we got to Georgia, I realized that I needed, spoiler alert, I didn't really need it, I just wanted it, a bigger vehicle. At the time I was driving a 2021 Jeep Grand Cherokee and my payments were $720 a month, and purchased a Honda Pilot, a 2025 Honda Pilot. I could not just get the base model, I had to get the upgraded touring model. Did I purchase this vehicle? No, I'm leasing it. My payment is every single month $800. And I told myself that's just $40 more per paycheck. That's not so bad. And then, do you want to know what I did after purchasing that vehicle? The day after, we took a 5-hour road trip to Disney World and spent a week at Disney World. That was cash funded though, but me and sticking to a budget doesn't really work out so well. So we did dip into credit cards a little bit. The cash that we funded toward that Disney World vacation could have paid off a few credit cards, but no, we went to Disney World instead. So that was my biggest impulsive money mistake in 2025.
What in the hell was that? So, like, dude, one, car culture needs to die. Car culture is actually insane. So she had a car that was 4 years old, and she's like, well, I just need a new one because you know what? This car that I've just had it too long. I just need a new one. I need it. Even though she admits it's a want, everybody with cars, I don't know what it is, always needs a new car. And you can always ask them, oh, what's wrong with your old car? And they'll just stare at you. Like you asked them what is like 30 divided by 12. They're just like, I don't know. I don't care. I'm getting a new car. And then she goes from owning a car to now leasing a car. The payments are remotely the same. She's not talking about her total financial loss on this thing because that's not how she's thinking. She's just thinking about monthly payments, which makes sense because then she admits that, well, I bought a new car. We went to Disney. We went over budget, but don't worry. Don't worry. I paid for Disney in cash. That's all cash funded. Even though I racked up more money on our credit cards. If you have debt somewhere else and you're paying cash for something else, you're still funding this all on debt because you haven't even paid off your debts. This isn't cash funded. This is all credit funded. No matter how you look at it, you are credit funded. Like, what is happening? Everything this woman does is on credit. And then she's like, yeah, this is my worst money mistake. It's like everything you did is bad. Like every single thing you did is bad. I don't get it. I literally do not get car culture. It needs to die in a fire. I don't know why people need to update their cars. It's just like phones. People will have a phone. Literally had this conversation a week ago. They'll have a phone and they're like, well, I need to get the new phone. What's wrong with your old phone? Well, it's like 2 years old. That's not something that is wrong with the phone. Because the phone is old, that is not a problem with the phone. What can you not do with this phone that the new phone that you're going to be paying $1,000 for can do that it's worth it to pay $1,000 for this phone? Nothing. They're like, well, I'm just due for an update or it's paid off or something. It's just insanity. I'm sorry, dude. We're starting off strong, dude. I am off from Christmas. I got a brand new neck tat. Everybody loves a neck tat. Look at this jaw definition. Let's get into it. TikTok cannot stop making me enraged. So we're going to dig into all these TikToks. We're just going to see how hyped up I can get. We're going to see because I am freaking on one today, dude. Oh, like and subscribe if you like this content. I'm a small YouTuber. It makes a world of difference for me. Hey, thank you.
The worst money mistake I see people my age doing is buying new cars. And at it, they buy expensive new cars. It is one of the best ways if you're just looking to throw your money away. And I'll explain why. So this is my car. It's a 2022 BMW 3 Series. And a lot of people tell me it's a nice looking car. It's nothing crazy, but it's nice. It's not a bad car. That car I bought earlier this year, so call it 3 to 4 model years old at the time that I purchased it. And it cost me less than a new Honda Civic. Would you rather have a new Honda Civic or that BMW? And I say this not like
This is going to be crazy, but I'd probably rather have the new Honda Civic. BMWs are notoriously, literally, bad money wagon. Like the maintenance on those cars is absolutely insane. Like that is the problem with those cars. Like TikTok, what are we doing?
To like toot my own horn here, I'm saying this to like help people. You can buy a nice car if you buy it 3 to 4 years old. Cars in the first 3 years typically depreciate on average 40%. That's almost half. If you wait 3 years to buy a car, like a 3-year-old car, you're practically getting it half off, okay? And that's not even like the worst part. The other part is a lot of times when people purchase the car, they finance it, right? So that means that you're paying interest on the principal balance of your loan. And if you have a brand new car that hasn't gone through its 40% depreciation yet, you're paying a ton more interest than you would if you just finance a cheaper car as well. So you're getting a double whammy. You're getting
Dude, it's just based on the value of the car. Like, it's just based on the amount you're financing. And this guy said he's like, what, getting this new car for like slightly cheaper. So the finance charge is going to be exactly the same. Like, what is this
a
argument?
car that's depreciating super quickly, and then you're paying out the wazoo on all the interest and the principal payments for that car. It's a horrible decision. Do not do it.
Okay. So, like, this guy, instead of getting a brand new Honda Civic, which, I mean, you don't have to get a brand new Honda Civic, right? But instead of getting a brand new Honda Civic, a car that is well known for being durable, cheap to maintain, gets a very expensive car. Well, it's not expensive up front for him, but it's expensive in maintenance over the next, like, I don't know, 3 to 5 years. Like, most likely, all the upfront savings he got, he's going to pay for in maintenance on his BMW. Like, servicing a BMW is incredibly expensive, and they need to be serviced way more often than a Honda Civic. I have driven, funny enough, I am the Honda Civic expert. I've only driven Honda Civic since I'm 16. I have not had to do anything to them other than change oil, inflate the tires, change the tires, change the battery like twice. I changed the battery twice on a 16-year-old, well, 16, 12-year-old Honda Civic. I had to change the battery twice. And then other than change the oil, change the tires, I think once, but I don't drive that much. But it's insane. Like, that is so cheap. Like, literally, even this guy's comments make fun of him for this. It is insane that this guy is giving advice on, I'm not even a car guy, and I already know this is bad advice. Because, like, a BMW, you're going to spend so much money keeping this thing running. And he was like, yeah, but look at how much money I saved up front on a 3-year-older car. Like, I'm a financial genius. Like, it is the blind leading the blind on TikTok. And that is why my channel will never die, guys. Literally never die. Also, I gotta love someone coming into his comments called Captain Obvious with the actual facts. 5-year cost of ownership, a 2025 Honda Civic. That's a brand new car, by the way, right? $38,000. 2022 3 Series BMW, which he got, $55,000. This is the 5-year cost of ownership, not the upfront, which is all he's talking about. He's like, look at how much I saved up front. But it's like, cars are not, you don't just buy a car and then it just is perfectly fine for the rest of the ownership time. Cars break down. Some cars break down more than others. This guy says it perfectly. Absolutely do not take financial advice from a guy who can't go any deeper analysis on car costs than literally the sticker price. This guy is not it. He's not, dude. Do not insult my Honda Civics, dude. I will die in a Civic, boy. I will die. I'm just kidding. I'm eventually going to buy a Lexus. But a Lexus is just like a fancy Toyota Camry, you know? And same thing, it's because the maintenance isn't that much. Dude, you want to talk about maintenance, dude? Go to any sort of Porsche Reddit. I know I've made fun of Porsches, but good Lord, these people are paying out the wazoo. They might as well buy a house. They're driving a house. Does it add that much value to their life? Probably not, but they love these stupid cars, and hopefully they're all making a absolute hood rich amount of money, because good Lord, if you have one of these Porsches and are paying maintenance on it, you're getting hosed. But let's go to the next TikToker who, you know, made some mistakes. But as always, we can learn from these TikTokers because TikTok is full of financial information that we would love to learn from.
I won $100,000 after winning America's Next Top Model in 2017, and here is the story.
Also, kind of shocking that to win a game show like that, you only get $100,000. I mean, it's kind of sad.
Of my biggest financial mistake of my life. So after I won the show, they actually gave me a check for $100,000. Boom, baby, I'm rich. And for some reason, my little itty bitty undeveloped brain thought that that meant it was $100,000 post-tax. Like, they obviously already took out the game show tax because I got a check for $100,000. Newsflash, not the case. So anyways, I go and spend the $100,000. I paid $60,000 for an apartment in New York, but I had a roommate paying me back, and then I subleased it and they paid me back. Anyways, it wasn't that horrible of an investment, but obviously not the smartest thing I could have done. And then the rest of the money I spent taking my family on like nice dinners, and I bought one pair of shoes. And anyways, I spent the entire $100,000. I also got
Well, $60,000 on an apartment in New York. I don't know how she managed that. This is actually might be the greatest financial person ever. Okay, not setting aside money for taxes, not great, but $60,000 for an apartment in New York probably paid her off really well if she sells the apartment. And then she's like, I bought one pair of shoes, all the money's gone. All right. One pair of shoes, a couple dinners. I don't know how that's $40,000, but okay.
a car. Like, yeah,
Oh,
I spent the money, okay? What I should have done was put aside 35 to 40% of the money for taxes so that I'd be ready to pay that. But I didn't do that. I spent it all. And so I spent the next several years paying back the money in taxes to the IRS. Whenever you watch a game show and you see like, oh my God, they won $10,000 or they won a new car or whatever it is, just take that with a grain of salt, because not only are they going to be taxed on the actual cashola that they bring home, but like when you get a free car, you don't really get a free car. You have to pay the taxes and then all the other things that come with winning a prize on television. For the $1 million that you win on Survivor, you probably got to pay like $400,000 in taxes. That's nuts. But anyways, anytime I talk about this, people always freak out and they're like, oh my God, you're such an idiot. It's like, yeah, I was kind of an idiot. That's why I'm making this video in hindsight, okay? Lesson learned, and yeah, always prepare for taxes, everyone. I won $100,000 after winning America's Next Top Model in 2017.
She's not an idiot. I'm gonna go ahead and say she's not an idiot. She just didn't know. I mean, tons of people don't know this. Like, same thing with my YouTube income. YouTube doesn't take out taxes. They have no idea how much money I make. How will they know how much to take out on taxes? Like, I didn't file a 1099 with them or a W-2. They don't know how much to take out on taxes. They're just going to give you the money and be like, that is now your responsibility. Just like the game show. They have no idea how much to take out of taxes. And unfortunately, she didn't know either. Maybe they should be smart enough to be like, hey, just make sure you save some for taxes. But who knows how well that'll go. You know, you give people money, these people spend money. And like, the only thing that shocks me on this is she made $100,000 and she, probably owed $35,000 in taxes that year. On that money, and she said it took years to pay off. Years. You have a apartment in New York. Like, I don't know, probably wouldn't sell it either if I was her, but like years to pay off. So she's paying now interest on all this. So she probably ended up paying $50,000. She probably only won $50,000 in effective money after it was all paid off. Like, come on, dude. But you know what? She's doing the right thing. She's doing a PSA. She's telling everybody else, like, hey, don't make the same mistakes I made. And it's okay. She probably could have paid it off with the, she could have had her apartment for free. Okay. By the way, it is for free. She said like earlier, like, yeah, when you get a free car, it's not a free car. It is a free car. Okay. You got that for free. But just like, anything, the government wants their take. It sucks, but you got to do it. Someone's got to pay for the road. Someone's got to pay for the police officers to go arrest all the bad guys. But it is sad to me that these people get these big amounts of money. And she's like, yeah, I did all these dinners. I bought one pair of shoes. Well, we probably bought more pairs of clothes than that. But like all the fancy dinners, like all of that could have been your tax money, man. It could have been your tax money. But we learned. She was young. She learned. There's stupider things people can do. And we're going to get into one of them because this is just absolutely insane. It's insane finances right here, guys.
I don't even want to talk to anybody, bro. This is just going to upset me. I'm bringing my Blackwing over to Cadillac to see how much they would offer me on this thing because I might sell it to them if it's a halfway decent offer. Unfortunately for me, I don't think they're going to offer me anything good. I paid $113,000 like 6 months ago. Kai, how much do you think they're going to offer?
Probably like 98.
Hey, I'm liking what I'm hearing, man. I'm going to guess 85. Cody, what's your estimate?
85.
Unfortunately for me, I think me and Cody are a little bit closer than Kai. Like I said, I got this thing just not even a year ago, so I probably lost like 30 grand. We've made it to Cadillac. Time to probably get my heart broken. All right, I think my feelings were spared. They didn't even want to tell me the number. That's how bad it was. But I got some stuff. I am looking into getting an E-Ray or a Viper. They said they would take
30. This guy buys a Cadillac for $113,000, takes it into the dealership to trade it in, and they wouldn't even give him a trade-in number. Probably because what he was expecting, they were so far off that they were like, yeah, we just can't do a deal here. And he probably went to 85. So my man has lost over 30, maybe even probably $40,000 in 6 months of value on his car that he didn't even want that back because he's trying to trade it in after 6 months. Like, this is car culture. I do not understand these people who buy luxury vehicles like this and then just immediately want to trade them in for the next thing. Like, they keep trying to just buy newness out of a car. And it's like, dude, my car was $25,000. Okay. $25,000. My car can do everything your car can do. Maybe your car can go faster, but you want to know what? Your little $100,000 Cadillac can't go faster than a Tesla. Tesla's going to be about half to a third of what that car costs. It's like, what are we doing here? Car culture is insane. I do not know how people were convinced that they need to spend essentially a down payment on 2 houses or 1 really big house so they can drive around in a fancy car. And the only reason why the car is fancy, being totally honest in my opinion, is because it's expensive. A lot of these fancy cars, when you get into them, the interior is not even that much fancier. Like, it's not. You can renovate an entire room in a house. An entire room in a house. You can make it just ghetto, okay? Make it really nice, maybe $10,000. $20,000 if it's a really big room, right? Boom. I renovated this whole room. I got marble, like the floors are redone. I had people come in there, tear everything out. $20,000. A car, they're like, oh, well, if you want the premium edition, this is $20,000 for leather seats. I'm like, dude, I could, my house contractors could probably figure out how to do this. How, like, who is valuing these things? The car market is just so, like, separated from reality in the value add of the car services, like, that they give you. Like, it is insane how much more money you have to pay to get so little extra on your car. I actually don't get it. I don't get it at all. Car culture makes no sense to me. This guy lost 30 grand in 6 months to drive his car in value, not counting, right, the extra insurance he paid for, which is, you know, if you're driving a car over $100,000, your car insurance is going to be insane. They always are, especially how young this guy is. It's like, dude, how much money are we setting on fire so we can drive around in a fancy car, which most people don't even care about. When most people see a fancy car, they're like, oh, he must be doing well for himself, if they even see your car. A lot of times, I have no idea what car people drive. I have no idea. I know tons of people don't know what car they drive. It's like, it's just wasted money. Unless you, like, live in your car. But if you live in your car, you should probably be saving money to buy a house. Like, what the hell are we doing here? It's actually insane. I'm sorry. We're going to finish this video.
this thing on trade-in for the E-Ray. They said I probably wouldn't even like that offer either. So looks like we are selling this thing private party. I'm just going to assume that that offer was under $80,000, which means I lost roughly over 30 grand. Probably a little closer to 35 if I was to trade it into them. That's why I will not be doing that. I don't even want to talk to anybody, bro. This is just going to upset me.
Good Lord, dude. Well, you know what? Thank goodness I'm not a car person. Because if you're a car person, dude, get ready to get raked over the coals. Raked.
Hey guys, my name is Paige, and here are my biggest money regrets. Number 1, food. I hate how much money I've wasted on food, and the worst part is when it's sitting on your credit card collecting interest. The food is already gone. You already ate it. You're paying on food that is like gone through your entire stomach system, your intestinal tract, and it's nowhere to be found, and yet you're collecting interest and paying on it. It just boils my blood when I think about how much money I've wasted on food.
It's not wasted. Like, you have to eat. What?
And the worst part is it's not even good. If you were treating yourself to a nice dinner or a nice steak dinner, whatever, and you're like, this was really worth it, that would be one thing. But the food that is collecting dust on my accounts are not really great food. It's just stuff I've wasted money on. Number 2, technology. I was one of those people that always needed the newest cell phone, the newest laptop, the newest whatever, the newest camera.
Exactly, dude. These people, I just don't. There's no logic for it. Let's actually see how she dives into this, because like I just don't understand this logic. Since it's around Christmas time, multiple people I know are getting new phones, and I asked them what's wrong with their old phone. They literally could not tell me. Like the number one thing they should be saying is, "Well, the battery in my old phone's getting low." Which then I could say, like, hey, well, you can just switch out the battery on one of the cell phone places. But they could not tell me one functional thing wrong with their phone. Not one. Three different people within the last 2 weeks told me they needed new phones. And every single one of them just said because their phone's old. Not because there's any problems with it. They just need a new one. Like, Apple has these people in a vice grip. It is crazy the amount of money people spend switching out their phones to get nothing. They literally get no value for it, but they're willing to do it. They're willing to spend $1,000 to get no value. It's crazy. By the way, all of these people have almost no money in savings. Every single one of them. Just saying.
And all it was money down the drain. I spend so much money to communicate to the same people, to do the same things. And the worst part is technology isn't even making major advancements now. They're making the most minute tweaks to whatever they are already offering. So it's really not worth it. I've now had the same iPhone for the last 3 years. I'm recording my video on it right now and it works just fine. I'm going to try and run this till the wheels fall off. Number 3, beauty products, lotions and creams and makeup. The worst part is I don't always know what looks good on me. And so I'm buying makeup. I don't know if it's looking good. I don't know if it's the right shade. I'm buying all these lotions because they pop up and, on YouTube channels or Instagrams or TikToks. And I'm like, I want it. I don't use it. I'm so bad at that stuff. And so it just sits underneath my cabinet and then it goes to waste. Kind of piggybacking off of that,
I will say the beauty industry is also equally bad with this. I don't know how many times I've seen, so I work with mostly all women. I don't know how many times I've seen the girls just, they'll be like on their Instagram or TikTok just browsing, and then they see something and they're like, oh, well, I need this now. Like you weren't even aware that this product existed. Okay. Now all of a sudden you see it and you're like, oh, I need it. Or going and like looking for things to like fix problems that they already have a product to fix that problem. Like medicine, we're not coming out with new inventions every day. Okay. Some new cream is not some magic cream that works 1,000 times better than another cream. Okay. There's only so many chemicals that we are aware of, that we know what they do of, and no one's like making magic here by combining two different chemicals. Like there is nothing really being innovated in the medical space. Okay. Tretinoin is the king of skincare. If you want smooth skin, anti wrinkles or whatever, anti aging, it's always tretinoin. It's going to be a retinol based. And that's been around since the 50s, maybe the 60s. I'm not 100% sure, but that's been around forever. They come out with new chemicals. None of them are as good. So literally all you have to do is get a retinol. Sorry, not a retinol. Retinols are actually kind of trash. You need to get tretinoin or one of the derivatives of that. Okay. You can get that from an online pharmacy for like $50. Okay. You don't even have to go to a dermatologist anymore, which is really nice. Right? Boom. Skincare routine done. Maybe a daily moisturizer with an SPF in it. Go with CeraVe. Go with any of the big brands. The big brands do a ton of research. That's all you need. Your skincare is taken care of. Okay. If you need to remove makeup or something, right, you can get a makeup remover, but that is it. Any other additional products, you are literally being hosed. They are marketing to you. They're saying it's going to make a big difference when it's not. It's not going to make a big difference. And they're going to charge you out the wazoo for it because they know. Their margins are insane on it. And all they have to do is get you to buy it because the results don't matter. I don't even know how many times I've gone to a girl's house and you look and they have all of these like random beauty products. And I'm like, when's the last time you used this? Same thing. Crickets, dude. They're like, I don't know, 6 months ago. Because they don't make a big difference. There's only a core group of products that actually make a difference. Maybe there is some like, I don't know. Maybe it is sad because, like, a lot of people, everybody wants to be more beautiful. They do. And they, unfortunately, sometimes have a lower self esteem than I feel like they should have. And they're like, this product is going to make a big difference. This product is going to make a big difference. So they're throwing money at what they want to happen instead of what will happen. And they spend so much money on the freaking beauty industry marketing that promises to deliver so much. It promises to deliver so much, and it delivers nothing. It really does, because the core products that everybody knows about, all the big companies have their versions of that, right? There's no margins there. They can't really like exploit you. So then they come out with all these new things with flashy names, with like snail mucus and all these crazy things that don't actually make a big difference. If you look at all the research for them, there's either no research for it, or it's one, study founded by the company itself. There is no massive difference there. It's I don't know, it's kind of sad. They're preying on people's like insecurities. But guys, when it comes to beauty and wellness, like, research heavily every single product you use, and most of the time you'll see that these products don't do much of anything. They just don't. They're just scams, dude. It's just like supplements. A majority of supplements don't do jack squat for you. And even if they did do anything, you would get so much more return on investment if you just freaking exercised every day of the week. Just exercise, count calories. It'll blow almost every supplement out of the water. But that's hard work, and a lot of people don't want to do that, sadly. They just want to buy a supplement that will magically fix all their problems for $50 that actually doesn't do anything. All right, that's my rant. Rant's over.
4 is supplements and like wellness things. I've spent so much money on like acupuncture mats and vitamins and supplements, and it's just like it all collected dust. It all went bad. I needed to pick a simple routine and stick to it, and that is going to be how I go moving forward. Those are just a couple of biggest money regrets I have. What are some of your biggest money regrets?
Dude, this lady hit all the big points. I actually really like her. She is thebomb.com. Okay. She's been through it. She learned, and she is now preaching to others like I am trying to do. All right, guys, that's the end of this video. Merry Christmas. Like and subscribe. The neck tat stays. The neck tat is staying forever. I love you guys. I will try and make at least one video a week now, maybe 2 videos a week if you guys get lucky. But Merry Christmas, everybody. Have a wonderful weekend and a Happy New Year. Don't spend that money on trash.